Hello everyone, check, check, check. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We'll see if the microphone's working. Not sure if it is or not. Let me see if I can get into another spot or... Okay. Alright, well, we're going to get started here, guys. Camera looks good. Tilt this up a bit. Alright, and let's see if this works here. I'm not sure. It looks like we got a good connection. I just don't know if the audio is actually working or not. It doesn't look like the audio is working at all. Check, check. Well, clicking that, it sounds like there's something. I don't know. Maybe it is working. We'll see. All right. Well, let's check it out, guys. Welcome. I'm Dan the Glass Man. We'll see if this works or not. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. I got a microphone just right here above me, so let's see if this works. Let's get our glasses on here. So, my phone broke. Actually, let me go grab it, and I can show you guys what it looks like, because it's pretty bad now. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. I believe that you can hear me. I think I can see the microphone up a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's got much volume. So I'm not sure. But check this out, guys. So my phone, as you can see, that's what it looked like when it got smashed and ran over. But it still worked. Somehow, with all this, it worked. Okay, cool. And you can hear me? It's good? That's awesome. So that means the microphone works. Camera's good. It's just weird. I got cables hanging over me. All right. Nice. Cool. The only thing is now I'm going to have to like really bring the camera out because it looks like it's really close. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate it. So check this out. This is as you can see, I don't know what happened here. I think I had like a pin, like a push pin, kind of like something like this. You know, like a pin with a backing, except there was no backing on it. And I had one in my pocket. And I think what happened is that pin like perfectly poked right into my phone right there. And it jacked it up. So it used to work before. And now like If I try to type like just a couple, and then it just glitches out, and I can't like now I can't even like get into the unlock again. Now we're in emergency mode. So yeah, as you can see, it's still in emergency mode. So yeah, my phone doesn't work, guys. So basically, I'm just shutting it off, and I can't even use it. Um, can't use it for anything. So yeah, there you go. Woo. So no phone, but good thing we got a microphone here. We got cameras still here working. So these are some of the last ones that I just made. I got a whole bunch over here. These are jellyfish. So let me show you how I make jellyfish and how I put these in here. And does this have a... Oh, that's the thing, is it doesn't have its own autofocus. Okay, so I guess we're focused in right here, and that's where the focus is. So we don't got a good autofocus. I guess that's... I can't get too close. But yeah, that one looks awesome. They all look good. So let me show you. I'll do a quick demonstration on how these work. These are available online, $30 a piece, and I can do them. I'll do a better deal. If you guys want to get them off this video, just let me know. Comment below, and I'll let you guys have them for 20 bucks each. They used to be in the Albuquerque Aquarium gift shop back in 2010, and they were selling them for like, I think $49.99. So they were $50 each at that point. Okay, so the items we need, we're gonna need our tweezers here, and this is a ribbon cane that I created a while ago. So it's a twisted color all inside there, which is this color right here. And we're gonna use this one for the, so when I make these, I basically need to make two sets of the, I don't know, the tentacles or whatever that are coming off of the jellyfish. There's the one in the center, and then there's several more that go around the one in the center. So this is how I do that. We use this skinnier one here, which is like a, I don't know, I'm guessing like maybe it's a butterscotch, maybe it's an amber purple. I don't really know. I don't remember what I put in there. So I'll have to replicate that again at some point and see if it's the exact same. And then, like I said, this here is that like the white or that moon. I call it moonstone, but I know it's not moonstone. All right, and then you simply just get this in the flame. This is really tiny. We're working on like 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter glass. This is really small right here. And we're gonna just pull it down just about 3 or 4 millimeter. And as we pull it down, I'm also twisting it. So I'm trying to keep those tentacles to have some kind of like some flow, you know, to make it look like it's just like floating in the ocean, free flowing, and not just straight lines. So I'm really, really concentrating on making sure that I twist this as I draw it down just a little bit, only 3 to 4 millimeters here. I'll get one more in there. Oh, I can't even get one more right there. Nice. So normally get like 4 of them, 5 of them around, or 5 or 6 around. And then the head of the jellyfish, these here, I use this white color, which is, like I said, I call it moonstone. It's not really moonstone. I don't really know what it is, so we'll find out. And hopefully, we'll find out if the microphone is actually picking up really well without picking up too much of the fan and the torch. So this will be a good test right here just to see how this is looking. Let me just spin this up and just use the pad there to kind of round it, make it a little bit more cylindrical there. Do that again. I'm going to use the paddle here. That way I don't have to bring it all the way down. I can kind of see what I'm doing. All right. So now we'll melt this onto the tip. So now we have the tentacles. This is going to be the top, the bell, the head of the jellyfish. I believe it's known as the bell of the jelly. So then I'll melt this to the top here. We'll fuse these two pieces of glass together. So now they're all one. I'm also going to stretch out the tentacles. We don't want them to be too thick. And we could have even made those tentacles a lot short. Well, not a lot shorter, but about 1 millimeter or 2 shorter. As you can see, it's pretty good sized jellyfish that we have pre-built here. Well, you may not be able to see, but from what I can tell. So now, as you can see right here, it's about, I don't know, 3/4 inch long, which to me is a little bit long for what I'm going to be doing here now. So now we're going to get this piece of glass here. We're going to get this molten, get the tip of the rod here molten, and then we're going to force that jellyfish that we just put, which is basically just tentacles and a piece of colored glass. And we're going to force that into the molten glass here. So this is the same technique that we would do in making a mushroom pendant, which is really simple, just pulling a stringer of colored glass like this here, you know, without building up tentacles or anything. You just simply get it molten, stretch it, pull it nice and straight. So when you spin it, you know, it's nice and on axis, nice and straight there. So we're just going to get this molten here. We want the tip molten. We want the top part to stay cold, so you can see where it's molten and where it's cold. And it's not really cold, but because it's getting all that heat. You're talking at least 2,000 degrees, 2,100 degrees for this glass to melt. So then I get this preheated, so it'll help spread out the jellyfish here when I push it in. We heat up the top portion of that, as you can see. And then when this is all nice and molten, we're going to force this in to that a molten tip of the clear glass. Get it perfectly in the center. Make sure that we line it up nice and straight, get it in the center there. And we just force it in, trying to get all of that in with the tentacles and everything. And then cut it off right at the bottom, right underneath where the tentacles are. And then that's ready for another run. right there with those two pieces. So now we get the air bubble out, just like the mushroom pendant, where you have to get that air that got trapped in there from forcing that colored glass or the jellyfish in there. So basically we get the top right here nice and hot, get that molten, and allow all the rest of that glass, the body of the glass, is going to start get molten. And as you're spinning it, it's going to slowly, by the time that this glass is molten and it reaches the top, it starts to slowly fall down on itself. So as you can imagine, it's going to just do like a pinching kind of thing, and it's just going to pinch the air out. So isn't that crazy? My phone was still working like that for a good at least 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't even remember when I first dropped my phone out of my pocket when I was riding my bike across the street. It landed on the road as there was a vehicle coming. I probably should have not tried to race across and beat that vehicle, because that's what forced me to like hurry up and ride like that and pop the phone out of my pocket. It landed in the lane, which I was hoping it would land in the middle of the lane. It seemed like it was kind of in the middle, but that car somehow just perfectly ran it over. But miraculously, the phone survived, and I was able to actually pick it up, use it, call my wife. I could text with it, and even the camera still worked, and the camera wasn't messed up at all. So I was pretty impressed with that. I believe it's a Nokia, if I'm not mistaken. So good job, Nokia. I can't believe that phone survived that long. It's ridiculous. I can't believe that. It's just completely just shattered and yeah, that's fun. Somehow it survived, but now it's no more. It's done. I need to get a new phone. But it's going to be a nice little break on not having a phone. The only thing that's going to be really hard is contacting my daughter when I get to school to pick her up. But other than that, things will be all right. We'll figure it out. And as long as I have the timing right and I'm there every day at the right timing, same timing, and it should work like clockwork, right? All right, so now basically I got the air bubble out, got all that air out. So basically the glass pinched itself all the way down, removed all the air. There's no air bubble trapped in there. So now as it's molten, and this is super molten right now, I'm going to put it on top of the pad here. We're going to let it fall as it's molten, and then it's going to force it to kind of give me a little bit of it's leaning that way, so it's just giving me a little bit more to work with and to push. So now I have a flattened side on one side right there. As you can see, we're going to put a little bit of blue on there. So we get this cobalt blue here. Then I'll preheat the back side of it where it's flat, trying to keep the flame away from the front. So I'm just going to focus that flame directly on the back right there. I want the front to pretty much set up and harden and just get this backside to be molten so I can fuse these two pieces of glass together right now. So we'll add that, push it up a little bit and pull it, get rid of some of that excess cobalt, and then we'll clean up the cobalt blue so we'll have it ready to go on the next time for the next one here. So we give this just a little bit of love real quick, just melt it down. That way, if you don't and you leave it all twisted up like that, it's gonna crack, it's gonna break on you. What's going on, Spirit Warrior? Did I get any message? A message from you, email, or what kind of message? And hello, hello, hello. And hello, Madame Star. Thank you so much. Hello, Dan. Good to see you today. Hope you're having a good weekend. It's actually really good, minus the fact that I broke my phone. But I figured out that I can use another camera that I have and set it up above me. So I got the above head cam still able to work here. It doesn't have the zoom in and out features and focusing like autofocus, but my phone is done. I don't know if you can see that, but it's completely cracked, shattered. Yeah. So how you guys been doing? It's been a while since we've all been here and been live. There's been a lot going on in my life. We actually recently got a van, and so I've been really focusing on that a lot and not having too much time being able to just go live and stream and do things. Also, some personal stuff happened, losing a friend recently at the end of January, early February, which was also the time of my birthday. I thought I was going to do a big old birthday giveaway and a Valentine's Day giveaway and all this stuff. And I don't know, I was just really sad during that time because of losing a friend and then dealing with just some other things and stuff like that. So life has been interesting. Unfortunately, our friend who passed away, he was in police custody and he ended up getting sick, and then they took him to the hospital days later. So I don't know if he got proper treatment while he was in jail in custody. This is like, I think he was like number 7 of fatalities that have occurred in Albuquerque Police Department custody in like the last year. So there's going to be some investigations and stuff probably going on. And it's really sad that it had to happen to our friend. A lot of stuff is going on out here. But I figured today I would try to do this live stream and see if it would even work. I didn't know if I was like, well, maybe my camera will work, but I don't know if the microphone's going to work because I thought I had tried to use this microphone before with my phone, which I did, but it wasn't picking up. So yeah, yeah, it sucks about Z. And need to get my number. Yeah, once I get a phone, definitely. We definitely need to stay linked up and connected. All right. So there you go. So now you got that backside, that beautiful cobalt blue in the back there. So let's see. They scrubbed my Facebook profile. Gone 18 years. One of them original. All of them. So you know what? Yesterday when I was on Facebook, and I'm going to do a video on this soon. I went into my profile just to go on my page, and on the top of it, it said it had like some kind of notification that said archive your live streams or save your live streams, and then it had this notification that like by I think June, starting June 1st or somewhere around there, all Facebook live streams are going to start to get deleted if they're like older than I don't know what they said, older than a month, older than several months, older than a year. I don't know. I've got so many live streams. When I first met Orlando Cruz and the whole uh, getting involved with the Drop of Water and the Gathering of Nations powwow and all of that, a lot of that was all live stream. Before, before that, before meeting Orlando, I would do this. I would get onto YouTube and archive everything here. And I knew it back then that eventually they were going to do something to where we were going to start losing everything, that all the stuff that we ever had on Facebook, because we've essentially turned Facebook into like our family photo albums and things. And it's not right. Like years ago, I've told people, we got to stop giving away our intellectual property over to Facebook freely, because they're not even giving us a dime or any sort of like stock sharing or anything like that for their members. Some platforms do. Some platforms will pay you for being members and things like that, or for like over here at YouTube. I'm not monetized, but many people make thousands of dollars per video and things like that, which is amazing. Maybe I'll become monetized. I don't know. We'll see. So let me read some more. Stream looks good. Thank you. Can't access my art page or drum group. It's done, man. The drum group, that sucks. Even Zen Good is gone. Wow, I was just thinking yesterday, okay, before, like I saw the video thing of all the live streams are going to get scrubbed by June or whatever. I was just thinking how I was on my own profile, right? And I'm sure you understand this, Spirit Warrior. But when you go check out what you've posted, right? And you're like, okay, this is some really important stuff that everyone probably like will benefit from hearing, benefit from sharing out, benefit from knowing about at least. And then you're like scrolling up on your own profile page and you realize there's like on every single post you've done, and I'm sure like you and we both post quite a bit. It's like the same handful, same dozen people that are commenting and liking, and it's like we might as well just be texting each other through our regular phones and contacting each other in real life and actually like in a tangible way, rather than this whole like thing with the Facebook being a middleman and getting in the way of our conversations and things like that. And so I was just like, man, like, why do I even put all this time and energy and effort into posting these things if I have just the same people seeing the same stuff? And it's like preaching to the choir anyways. Like all these people, they're all part of the algorithm because they're all part of the choir, right? And it's like, wow. So I was actually thinking like, well, what's the point of Facebook anyways? I've been telling people get off Facebook for over a decade now, and telling people about the whole, backing up all your intellectual property. I knew that one day Facebook was going to do this, and I knew that whatever, c'est la vie, I'm not attached to it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a lot of time, energy, and effort, a lot of things that were spoken about. Some of my friends were actually smart about it, and they had their live streams dictated and then published into books. And that would be like one of the most important things would be to, like, if you're going to do anything with it, to monetize it in some way, if there's anything important to really share. I'm going to be sad when all of the archive footage of stuff, like when we were just hanging out and chilling and meeting all these water protectors going around, a lot of those were Facebook live streams that we'd go live and we would just share it out. And yeah, it's all going to be gone. That's wild. I totally forgot to turn on my kiln. So can you hear me well? Yeah, I know, Spirit Warrior. I know exactly who you are, brother. I've been paying attention to all the many different aliases. It was funny when you posted up that was it Jimson Jack or what was that one? Um, you posted up that they took it and someone was like, "Wait, are you every single person that replies?" It's like you have every alias replying, and like you're the only person replying. But I know you weren't. But I thought that was funny. Like might as well be right. But dang, gone, all gone. Yeah. So I was thinking that yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I can make my own website, so that's not a problem. I can create websites. We can have a centralized hub for the Glassman's world, which I'm thinking that's what I might do. But there's so much stuff, intellectual property that we've posted up and shared. There's a lot of photos that, like right now, they're talking about the live stream videos, but when are they going to start taking our photos and all the stuff? I need to actually grab all the different photos I posted up on like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter or X or whatever it is, and we need to archive all this stuff, which is what I've been talking about since about for 10 years now, since 2015, when I was working over there at the Spaceport Pros, and we were um, launching businesses into cyberspace, teaching people how to run uh, enterprise resource planning management systems to outfit their whole entire corporation, company, small business, whatever it is, any sort of platform, be able to have everything that they needed all integrated in one system under Odoo. It was beautiful. It was fun to do all that stuff. I learned a lot. So this whole time that I've been posting up stuff on Facebook, I knew that one day it would all go away. It would all be gone. It's what I've been teaching people and telling and preaching to people, and that we basically need to have our own hubs, our own websites, and put everything there so it can all be archived there, pretty much. Uh-oh, what happened? My camera just moved. Did I move something? Did I pull on something? That was strange. Yeah, I had to change your name. So we had so many different, like I've always just been myself. I've never tried to have an alias. I've never tried to like be anything except for Dan the Glass Man, Gardino Glass. Like it doesn't take too much to figure out who I am. But I'm not trying to like hide anything. I don't have a bank account. If anyone tries to steal anything from me, they'll probably like make my credit score better for me. Oh yeah, I definitely want to get onto that show. I've seen recently Birdland and our friend Ramona was on there, which is awesome. I haven't watched that episode yet, and I didn't realize until like another episode before that, and I forget who he was interviewing, but then I realized, oh, he's got his own show going. I didn't know that. So yeah, I would love to do that. We could do some live glass blowing maybe. It's what I used to do with the whole public access Hemp TV Channel 27. We were actually at the studios, at the old studios when they moved, when they shut down, quote unquote, Channel 27 public access, and then they moved the studios downtown. And then it was like shut down for a while. Albuquerque did not have a public access station, which I think is illegal, but no one did anything about it. No one said anything. No one did anything. Well, I said something about it, but you know how far that goes. But yeah, we didn't have public access for a couple years until they finally got it all up and running. So yeah, I would love to check that out. Public access is cool. I was on public access in 90, when was it? 97, I think. 96, 97 was probably around the time when I got involved with Delta 9 and Hemp TV. And we were talking about cannabis um, prohibition and legalization of medical marijuana here in New Mexico long before. And we were the ones who helped to get all this stuff rolling way back in the day. So I'm really proud to be a part of that. Even though it's like, we're just like ghost writers. Like no one knows who the heck we are. No one knows anything about Hemp TV unless you're old school. I don't know if I have his number directly, but I would love to get on. We just got that vehicle, so I should be able to get around soon. I do got to get it repaired still. It's got a check engine light. I don't know who, what, the gym guy. Okay, I don't know, but yeah, let me know. He blocks me over and over. That gym guy. So hopefully the weather will clear up, but I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll be out there again at the market where we're at every Sunday, posted up from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. There's actually a market going on now, or at least there was one, called the Spark It Market by Polite Smoke Shop over there on San Mateo, just north of Lomas. And they might still be there. They might still be just chilling, partying, having a good time. But every once in a while, maybe every other Saturday, they're going to do the Spark It Market and have a bunch of vendors. Hopefully I can get involved. I thought I'd make it today, but it didn't happen. And then the weather is kind of off, so I'd rather go out on a nice day, nice warm day. Oh, that guy. You talking about the Birdland guy? Um, what the heck? Jay, not Jim. Jay. All right, man. Yeah, we'll see you again on your run, possibly. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having conversation and hanging out. I'm glad that my audio works and everything. Yeah, whatever his name is. Yeah, that guy. He and yeah, he thinks he knows what's going on, and I just, I've known him for so long that it's like, one of those things, kind of like with Doctor Blue. It's just like, man, I still love everyone. I still have love for everyone. It's just, it's hard to get along with people nowadays when they're so far gone left, right, wherever, so split up down the middle or something. Yeah, it's crazy. But much love and blessings to you, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, what's going on, B. Hendrix? Big up, Glass Man. Love and respect. Be more spirit warrior. Respect. Right on. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm testing out the microphone here, testing out the camera. It looks like the camera is good. I got cables running up above me, though, which is interesting because I got a flame, but they're above me, above my head. So I should be good. So how's it going? It's been a while. Right now I'm just working on some jellyfish, and we were just kind of hanging out talking, and I was kind of giving some updates It's been a minute since I've really gone live and streamed and done any sort of like Music Mondays or anything like that. I guess now that we got the microphone up and going, it should be okay, should work. And I won't have any down days. I thought no camera, no phone. My phone is so busted right now that I thought I wasn't going to be able to stream anymore. Also, at the same time, though, I've recently got a GoPro that I haven't checked out yet. It's in a box, been sitting there, and I really need to open it up and really like spend some time checking it out. Oh, you got mushroom marbles, huh? So do you use a marble mandrel? Some way to keep them perfectly round? I was in a contest where we had to make our own marbles. They had to be like a certain millimeter. I think they had to be under 17 mil. I think it was like 15 to 16 millimeter, maybe 14 and a half to 15 and a half or something. I don't know. But they had to be pretty legit and accurate. And then we raced them down this wooden track that was all pieced together. They had like a laser cutter cut out all these wood pieces, and then they like puzzled it together and built this track that was all gravity fed. So you'd start them from up top, and they'd roll down the track, and the track had like these sides, so the marbles wouldn't roll off or anything. They'd go down like little spins and twists and off little jump offs and all the way down to the bottom, where then they'd get shot all the way back up to the top on a conveyor belt that would like bring all the marbles all the way back up, and then they go back around again. And we did some races, and that was a lot of fun. I actually won a mini marble race, which you basically use little tiny um, like turp pearls and turp beads, like little tiny mini marbles. I can show you here in a moment. Let me finish this one off, and then because I got it just right here on the side, you can do a quick little mini marble race. But yeah, I love making marbles. Marbles are fun. I could actually turn this into a marble, make a little uh, jellyfish marble. I haven't made marbles in a minute. Oh, you remember, huh? Oh, the winter gotten. That's the individual who like he does like big time marbles, right? He's always posting up that like you can find his marbles and he'll put them in different spots. I believe I'm connected with that individual on Facebook. And then I try to subscribe to like every channel on YouTube that I possibly can, which I don't know if that's a good idea because then things just get lost and I get so many notifications, it's ridiculous. Now I'm all wanting to make a marble. Make a little $20 marble here. Am I ready to make a marble? Do I have everything set? I do got my marble mandrel right here. Okay. Bowman and Uncle Dad Glass. I'm gonna have to check them out. They got a Facebook, Insta, or YouTube channel. I like YouTube, watching people do it live and blowing glass. A lot of times on like Instagram or on Facebook. And Facebook Lives, all of our Facebook live streams are about to get deleted permanently, which is ridiculous. I don't know if y'all heard. I might be the first one to be letting y'all know, but Facebook live streams are about to be deleted starting June of this year. If you want to archive them, you have to download them, which for me, that's a lot. I was like, what? You're talking like 3 or 4 hours on some of them live streams. Doing that, I would need like a big old hard drive with so much, like an external hard drive with terabytes upon terabytes of of space. Brando and Domer. Oh, Domer piece. Oh no, Domer glass from Spokane. Okay, Spokane, Washington. Nice. So my glass knowledge stems from Eugene, Oregon. So up there in that region of the world, I was taught by an individual named Brian Bentley, who was taught by an individual named Red up in Eugene, Oregon, who apparently Red was either taught directly by Bob Snodgrass or by someone who was taught by Bob Snodgrass. So either Red was like one generation away from Bob or 2 generations away from Bob, and then Brian would be 2 to 3, and then I would be 3 to 4 generations away from Bob Snodgrass, which is pretty awesome to be able to say. And so, yeah, our knowledge comes from Eugene, Oregon, which then came all the way back over here to Albuquerque, New Mexico, which that happened around 1995. Well, you got Badger Glass was the one who schooled me 15 years ago. Awesome. 15 plus. So I learned back in 95, right out of high school. I was actually supposed to graduate in 1994, but I messed around my senior year and I had half a credit to go for English. I wasn't good at reading the novels and then being prepared to do the test, and writing essays on what the book was about and stuff. I didn't read the novels. I didn't like I don't know. I figured out later on in life that I'm more about factual information. I can sit there and read for hours and hours and hours of factual information, but you give me some fiction books, some books that are just like make believe and stories and stuff, and I can't really get into them. Like I just prefer to have a movie tell me the story at that point than trying to like read it and everything. And there's something about it when I start reading those kind of books, they put me to sleep. It's just like when I watch cartoons. Cartoons also put me to sleep. I don't know if it's the symphony, the music that's in it or what, but I always get lulled to sleep in in uh, in different movies and things like that. So you got me making a marble here now, thanks to you. So let me grab my trusty handy dandy uh, marble mandrel here. It's basically a bowl pusher that came off of a raw chunk of carbon graphite that I drilled a couple pieces there. So I got my own little marble mandrel that I made myself. Now the only problem or issue is that this is going to start to get hot, and I'm going to have to use a pot holder to hold it here in a moment. So B. Hendricks, where do you blow glass? I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Are you also local, or are you elsewhere? You up there? Are you up in the northwest? I've had the opportunity of blowing glass in California, which was pretty cool. Back around Y2K, I got to be in a commercial for the Pomona Arts Colony, the 2nd Street Pomona Arts Colony. That was pretty cool. Inland Northwest, close to Glass Gauze and Tim the Glass Blower. Okay. Inland Northwest, huh? Like by Yakima? All right, let's see if I can pull this off without messing up that blue. I probably, well, I don't know. At this point, this is when it's like all weird. I might pull that blue up some instead of keeping it round. I'd like to try to keep it round if I can. We'll see. We'll just improvise here. There we go. Let's thin it out some. And I won't pull on that too much. That's good. Is this too hot? No, that's still good. And you said you started about 15 plus years ago? What kind of glass you specialize in? You work with smoking accessories? You work with jewelry? You do beads, sculpture, art, abstract? I used to make a lot of smoking accessories, and then I got into the jewelry a lot more. And especially like, when I figured out how to make the jellyfish, and you're welcome to try this out. You can take this video here. It's basically an instructional tutorial. Not too full detail or anything, but kind of is. If you know how to make a ribbon cane, then you can make the tentacles. And if you can work on glass that's like 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters small, then you can make these this small. If you can't get that small, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, then you just got to make them a little bit bigger. That's all. Oh, it's been a while, huh, since you worked? I've stayed on the torch pretty much the whole time since I started. There was a few times when I've taken a little bit of time off. I was a technical service representative for DirecTV and worked for a company called Sento, Sento. And they had a bunch of different outfits in one building, all set up. So we were like next to like RX America, Lens Crafters. I don't remember them all, but there were several different companies all in one building. We were on different floors. And oh yeah, there was also Overstock.com when that first came out. We all had Overstock accounts. I wonder if I still have an Overstock account. But yeah, I became a technical service representative. It's something that was right up my alley. My father was an electrician, so growing up, I learned how to set up audio, video, all that stuff, TVs and VCRs, stereo systems, computer systems, hooking it all up, RCA cables, coaxials, um, S video cables, all the different ones. Nice, making a marble. We'll see how round I can get this. Looks like it's a little oblong here, so let me just hit it up in the center, try to stretch it out some. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. So only on one side you get that blue pattern, and everywhere else it's clear all the way around, right? And you got that little bit of blue dot. But once you hit it like that, boom, looks like it's in the ocean. Oh, cool. You used to make little jars that spin. What? Jars that spin like a top. That's something I never heard of. You talking little nugget jars or like little bottle jars, necklace jars? These like aromatherapy kind of bottle jars? That sounds cool. One of the coolest things that I ever made that I thought was a full chess set. And I made the board out of stained glass. That was back around right before Y2K when I went out to California. And I worked in a studio called Moon Maiden Glass Studio in Pomona, California. And she was a stained glass artist, but she was also a lamp worker. And so I got to work in her stained glass studio and use some of her tools and things. And she showed me some stuff, and I made a stained glass board. It was, just easy 1 inch by 1 inch squares, real simple, but it was really, really nice. And I think I only sold that thing for like $500, like less than 500, like 420, I think was what I sold it for. So ridiculous. I'm like, what? That thing's worth so much more, but whatever. Little jars that spin like top. That sounds pretty cool and interesting. All right, time to pop the. Here, let's clean it up. The puntee, pop the puntee off, add another puntee. This is always the fun process right here, where you're like, you got to have the puntee all nice and gooey and then pop it off so you don't lose the whole entire piece on your lap. So that's never fun. All right, so now we're gonna grab it from a whole different angle. We get a different angle of the ball here, the globe, the round, the sphere. Pop it off as it's gooey. So then that doesn't snap right off. But then you see there's a little bit of a little chunk of glass right there. I don't know if you can see that. So now we got to round that, maybe even pull it off some, get rid of it a little bit. All right, so we'll just get rid of that, pull it off some, round it up. And then we'll get this side all nice and molten, and we'll round this part up here. All right, so it's been, I guess, a full hour here. So after this one, I'm gonna let you guys go. I just really wanted to test this out. Now that I know that this works, I can actually go live, and we can actually do some videos here talking about different things. I can go back to. I want to talk about the story of what happened with the Sophia Chu situation here in Albuquerque. I know it's all over the internet, or has been recently, with the TikTok blogger and the whole family who they recently got like horrifically attacked, and I don't even know like what I can even say or talk about, but it's a horrific situation that occurred, and then learning about the whole situation leading up to it, and all these different scenarios and what could have occurred and might have occurred, and um, the way that like the whole situation happened. I already did one live stream on it, so you can check that out. Okay, let's see. Let me pop this off and add one more. We'll clean this up. We'll round that up. One more side here. If I can do this clean enough, I won't have too much to clean up. Yeah, there's a little bit there. Let me see if I can wipe that off. All right. Let's try to get that all around and not hit the punchy. If I can keep the flame away from that other punchy, we can get this nice and round and call it a day here. Should be able to snap off nice and clean. Looks like it's still sticking up a little bit. I'm trying to make this perfectly round. I might have to do it one more time. We'll see. Oh, it looks pretty good. Uh-oh. That's not popping off so easy, which means that that's stuck on. Let's go one more time. Yeah, see that? Got a little chunk right there. We got to get rid of that chunk. Round its tip. Marbles are not so easy. They might look like they're real easy. The way that when they make the like simple cat's eye marbles and stuff, those ones are made real easy. Those ones are made with like molten glass and gravity and these. It's wild. But then they're also using soft glass, not hard glass or borosilicate glass, so it's not the same process at all. Okay. Will it pop off? There it goes. Okay, now the hardest part. Just cleaning up that very last punchy without dropping it on the table. Especially when it's molten. Alright, looks like that's done. Marble! Woohoo! Alright, guys, so we got ourselves a beautiful little jellyfish marble. This auto focus does not work, so we're not even going to worry about that. I'm now using this. I got to use this to open up the kiln while I'm holding this. So we're going to just use my sleeve here, and hopefully I can open the kiln without burning myself. We're going to drop this in real quick. Woo, that's hot. All right. Cool, guys. We got that done. That's pretty awesome. Here, I'm going to leave that there so that can stay cool. All right, so that was a nice little test run on this audio, video, and everything here. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. B. Hendrix, Spirit Warrior, and also Madame Star, I believe, also came in earlier. And then I don't know where Madame Star went. Was here and gone. But I appreciate you all coming in, tuning in, and watching. And yeah, it looks like we'll be able to do this. We'll be making a lot more of these jellyfish. They will be available here in Albuquerque, New Mexico tomorrow for the Nob Hill East Market. So if you want to come check out the Nob Hill East Market, stop on by 3808 Central. That's Route 66, Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right, you guys have a good one. Love and blessings. I'll talk to you soon. I'm out.